Diamond P Sports presents, from the National Hot Rod Association, Championship Drag Racing. Qualifying in Funny Car Eliminator at the 9th Annual NHRA Cajun Nationals Championships. In the far lane, John Collins from Long Beach, California. In the lane nearest the camera, Ed the Ace McCulloch from Sanger, California. Neither driver is qualified. Both men are concentrating, thinking only of performance, not of the possibility of danger. An incredible crash. Ed the Ace McCulloch climbing out of the wreckage of his car. There comes John Collins crawling from underneath the remains of his vehicle. And in the aftermath of the most spectacular crash we've ever seen, both drivers seem to be okay. Let's take a second look at this almost unbelievable turn of events. In replay, we see both cars leave the starting line side by side. Then, for some unknown reason, McCulloch loses control and slams into the side of Collins' car, forcing McCulloch's machine onto the top of the guardrail on the far side of the track. Collins turns over like a turtle. McCulloch, sliding upside down, crosses back over the track and slams head-on into the guardrail, the fuel tank exploding into a ball of flame which engulfs both cars and both drivers. As the two cars grind to a halt, the intense heat from the wreckage and fire shimmers ominously as the fuel tank on Collins' car pours raw fuel into the scene of the accident, which miraculously fails to ignite. But as the shock wears off, the drivers meet in mid-track. To our relief, we see that both are uninjured. Steve Evans was there.
John, first of all, you're okay?
I'm okay, Steve. Thank you. I appreciate it. That was quite some ride there. Both cars seemed to leave the line pretty good. My car was running on a really good run, and Ed pulled up alongside of me, and I looked out the side window. I could see him, and the next thing I seen is he drove right into the side of me.
You didn't waste any time getting onto the car. It looked like you kind of fell on your head, didn't it?
Well, you know, I'll tell you, Steve, I skidded on my lid, I think, on the roof for I can't say how far it was, but I know it was a few hundred feet. And there was a little bit of fire underneath the car from my fuel tank, so I popped my belts and I just kind of wormed myself out of the car, but it wasn't fun.
The force of the accident left both cars totally demolished. John Collins resting upside down. Ed McCulloch missing the entire body and the front end. Still has the driver's compartment and roll cage in good shape.
Well, Ace, the thing that drag racers dread the most is a two-car incident like that. And first of all, you're okay?
Yeah, I'm all right, Steve. I don't know, I really don't know exactly what happened. I mean, the thing, you know, it squirted on out there okay, and I mean, it made a right-hand turn, and I mean, when it left, I mean, there was no correcting it. Yeah, I don't know.
John's okay, by the way.
Yeah, first thing I did when I got out down here is I went and saw John. And, you know, I'm glad he's not hurt. I'm glad I'm not hurt, but, you know, it's just something that, you know, you just really takes the wind out of your sails, you know.
I'll bet it does. So Ed McCulloch is obviously okay, as is John Collins.
John Collins and Ed the Ace McCulloch, two very fortunate race drivers. A huge crowd is jammed into State Capitol Dragway near Baton Rouge, Louisiana for the 9th annual running of the NHRA Cajun Nationals Drag Racing Championships. Hello, everybody. I'm Dave McClellan, and the excitement that we've just witnessed is only part of the story of this Cajun Nationals. To find out more about the action, let's join Steve Evans.
And Dave, the big story so far in funny car action, other than the frightening one you just showed us, has got to be the hometown favorite, the Candies and Hughes car. I like their chances, not just because Mark Oswald is a fine driver and qualified #1, but because the chief mechanic, Leonard Hughes, has been tuning cars in this thick, muggy Louisiana air all of his drag racing life, some 25 years. Next on my funny car tip sheet, Billy Meyer. Meyer had his problems last year, but he's back with a vengeance. A new wind tunnel design Ford Mustang. In fact, he won the last event on the NHRA Tour, the Southern Nationals in Atlanta, with a record equaling 5.73 elapsed time. In Top Fuel, the big news, Joe Amato. Remember Gainesville when he ran 262? Well, he upped that mark here to 263.92 miles an hour, and now everyone, including world champ Gary Beck, has copied that great big wing. Ask Amato the man to beat, he'll tell you Beck, even though he's not qualified all that well. Most interesting car in Pro Stock, the brand new Ford Thunderbird of Bob Glidden. Glidden struggled with an ill-handling car all of '83, part of '84. This new car looks to be very, very fast. Glidden could do it all here today.
Thank you, Steve. The fastest Thunder found on any racetrack. Top Fuel Dragsters next.